This lion is definitely not running anywhere. How utterly adorable is that? Tiny, tiny little face, suckling away from Mom. There's number 2 at the back, little ears popping out. We are so spoiled to have moments like this. Isn't it absolutely incredible? These cubs are minute. There's Mom. Look, their ears are starting to come up. They're now looking far more robust and capable of moving around. Mom has done a wonderful job of looking after them. Now, the reason that we are comfortable here, and this is something that we do need to reiterate to everybody, is with lionesses, when they are with their cubs at this age, they are more than capable of looking after them. And we don't, at this age, we don't view leopard cubs, we don't look for leopard cubs. However, when we have a known den site and with lion cubs, and we know that the mother is with them, and in this case she's got the support of 3 other lionesses, and we are comfortable in sitting and watching them from a distance and speaking obviously very, very softly so that we don't disturb them. Now, we are right, if we have a look at where we are, we're right on the opposite side of the drainage line, so we're far away. You can see we are zoomed in very, very close in order to get that view. So just to give you guys a little bit of comfort in terms of our distance from the lioness and our level of interference, we're not affecting her in any way. The rest of the pride are around her. We don't have a view of them at the moment. Oh, sorry, my silly beanie making its way into the view. So there we go. We can spend some time watching those amazing little creatures as they have their breakfast. Utterly adorable. Look at that little face. I don't know where the older 3 are, but we have so many exciting moments to look forward to when these 3 cubs grow, or in the next few weeks when they are big enough and strong enough to keep up with the rest of the pride. They're going to start playing with their cousins. Oh, little ones. Where did breakfast bar? Where did the milk bar go? Oh, shame, little ones. Did Mommy dislodge you without any warning? Joseph Payne, in terms of our little cubs and their age, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate. I'm overwhelmed by just the sheer cuteness of this sighting. Oh, little ones. Oh my goodness. Joseph, sorry, you wanted to know how old they are. So we can't be 100% sure, but when we first found them, we suspected that they were about 10 days old. They're probably now approaching 3 weeks or so. Maybe just a little, yeah, about 3 weeks, I think, is a good estimate of their age. Oh. Now starting to play with each other. Crawling over each other, and now really starting to explore their world, even going so far as to try and climb up that fallen stump. They've come out of the drainage system and are now attempting to find Mom. Now, Dr. Rob and Soraya, again, my apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name. I've always found it an odd practice of ours to assign human years to to animals' lives. So the whole story of 7 dog years being the equivalent to, 7 human years being the equivalent to a dog year. But a lion would be, if we had to compare it that way, a lion would be very similar to a medium-sized dog. So their life expectancy takes them up to about 13. The one thing that takes the lions a bit longer is their cute, the age at which they reach sexual maturity. So puppies and kittens usually first start their heat or their estrus cycle at around 6 or so months. Lions will not be ready, or female lions will not be able to reproduce until they're around 2 years old. So that takes a little bit longer in the development of lions and leopards than, little one, than it does for dogs. Oh, you lost? Oh, you lost, baby? Your mom's coming back to investigate. Where are you going, baby? Her cubs have gone into this long, thick grass. I'm just trying to get them back. The other one is now on a mission somewhere. He's going on an adventure. Calling. Oh, wow. How amazing is this? Back you go, little one. A little bit too young for adventures. Isn't that incredible? Now, I suspect by the age of this lioness, she's very young. I wouldn't be at all surprised if this is her first litter. Oh, I want to go, Mom. I want to go on an adventure. And isn't it incredible? Those jaws that have enormous crushing power, capable of killing a buffalo, and yet are so phenomenally gentle with the little ones. All right, Mom, well, you've picked me up and carried me back here. Well, at least have the decency to roll over and give me breakfast. Oh, I hope you're all getting some amazing screenshots. This is too special for words. Oh, Mom. Come on. Open up the milk bar again. Bath time. That's amazing, Phoebe. Very, very impressive indeed. Phoebe's managed to split her attention from these lion cubs and is wondering about the bird that is singing merrily away. Next to us, yes, Phoebe, it is the white-browed scrub robin that is chirping away happily. I'm not going to try and look for it because I don't want to take my eyes off the cub for a second, just to make sure that we see whatever's going on. But very well done. Yes, it is the white-browed scrub robin that is happily rejoicing in the morning sunlight. They have a very wide range of tunes that they whistle and sing away beautifully. Definitely one of the most pleasant birds to listen to. don't know where the other two have gone. Now, James, in Texas, obviously you are aware of the biggest threat to the cubs being a strange male lion. And you wanted to know why there are no males around to protect the cubs from strange males. And the answer is there are, in a way, but they can't do it by staying with one pride the whole time. Also bearing in mind that the Birmingham boys have got cubs further to the south of us as well, so in the direction that male was going. So the likely fathers of these cubs have a very, very important job to do. They're not hands-on fathers, but they're patrolling the territory constantly, and by constantly roaring, by urine spraying, all of that is their way of protecting the cubs, because it's their way of advertising they are in control of this area, and any male that even thinks about coming into this territory will be in serious trouble. So that's why they don't stay with the pride the whole time, but they patrol, and they've got an enormous territory that they've got to patrol in this particular coalition. Oh, look at the little claws. Desperately trying to get underneath Mom to have a drink. Oh, it's so cute. Gone all mushy. Come on, Mom, I'm not interested in whether or not your feet are clean. I want to have breakfast. Look at the little paws in comparison to hers. Oh. How special is this? Tiny, tiny little feet in the air. I think the other two must have gone to sleep in the thick area behind her. Such special moments. While we watch our lioness clean her paw and her little cub as well, Michael, who is 18 years old, has raised a very salient question, and that is, why do we not name all of the lions in the way we do the leopards? Because oh shame, that little one's got a cut on it. Is that a cut or a leaf on its leg? Sorry, Michael, I will get back to you in one moment. Little one. I think that might just be a leaf that it's gathered. I can't really tell. Sorry, Michael. So you raise a good point, because we've named Amber Eyes. Why don't we name all of them? There's nothing to stop us from doing it, and traditionally a pride, the individuals in a pride aren't named. The reason individual leopards are given names is because they are solitary creatures and there's less of them than there are lions, whereas for the most part, sorry, her licks are so powerful that it's just moving the cub's entire head. And it couldn't be less interested in bath time. So cute. And those spines on her tongue are capable of rasping meat away from bone. She's using it very, very gently. Oh, sorry, Michael. I promise I'll answer you in a moment. It is a little cut. Probably from a thorn or one of its siblings. Nothing serious at all. There you go, quickly, little one. Oh, no, I'm going on another adventure. A wobbly-legged lack of coordination there. Is Mom going to pick it up again? Stop it disappearing. Sorry, Michael, I promise I'll answer your question in a moment. Oh, off Mom goes, checking on the rest of her pride mates. Now, if the pride does get up and move off, or if she moves away from, if they move away from this area, then we will leave, so that we are not here while the cubs are on their own. But for now, she's just lying down a little way off from the fidgeting figure of her little cub. Sorry, Michael. So the reason traditionally that individual lions are not given names is because, as I said, they're not solitary like leopards, and there are more of them. So we don't need to, or traditionally guides haven't needed to label each and every individual lion. They do, members of a coalition do tend to be named, but only really in cases where they are a particularly dominant coalition. So the Mapogos had names, each and every individual Mapogo in that coalition of 6 males. But the Salati males, for example, are not necessarily referred to by name. We refer to the Matimba males by name, hairy belly and the ginger male. There's nothing to stop us from naming the individual lionesses, and yes, in a way we have, actually, just to make it easier for us to keep track of the individuals, particularly now that there are cubs involved. So there's the 2-spot lioness and the grey-faced lioness and so on, but those are not official names. Traditionally, hyenas are not given names either. They are just referred to by their clan because there are so many of them. Bear in mind that a lion pride in this area could actually potentially even go up to 20, 30, 40 lions. It would be very difficult to keep track of them all. But the answer is basically it's just tradition. Oh, little one. She's so cute. But Amber Eyes we've named because she's so distinctive. She's very easily, instantly recognizable. You're going off to join your siblings. Ooh. No wonder you've got a cut on your leg, climbing in and out of those thorn trees. Our cub has disappeared from view for now, and our lioness has become very, very difficult to see. So while we wait for them to come out more into the open, let's go across to Steph for a quick update. For now, our fluff balls have disappeared, and I think they've gone to sleep in the thick grass, watched over by their long-suffering, very patient mother. Hold on, that's a cub. Is that a cub? Or is that her leg? I'm confused. What's going on there? It's her leg. It just looks so strange. I see how she's lying now. Now I understand. I was very confused for a second. I've got it now, but I mean, at first that really looked like a cub because it didn't look conceivably like it could be part of her body. But that's her right front foot that she's got stretched out to the side like that. Okay, so our little cubs have gone to bed. I think it's time for us to actually leave them. What we can do is try and get around to the other lionesses.